I now invite Yogesh Patel. Yogesh is a member of the Order of the British Empire. He is originally from India and now based in the UK. Yogesh has been a prominent voice in international poetry since the 70s. And as a former co-editor of Skylark magazine, he now leads Skylark Publications UK and the non-profit Word Masala project dedicated to promoting literature. A founder of the Gujarati Literary Academy, he is also a fellow of the International Poetry Society and the Royal Society of Arts. Honored with the Freedom of the City of London, Yogesh's diverse work spans poetry, fiction, non-fiction, films, radio, and children's books. His latest poetry collection, The Rapids, was published by the London Magazine on January 2nd, 2025. He was a featured guest on BBC Radio London. His poems have appeared in PN Review, the London Magazine, World Literature Today, Hindustan Times, and numerous other anthologies. He has also performed at the House of Lords and the National Poetry Library. Please welcome Yogesh Patel.
Thank you, Vinder, for the lovely introduction. And also thank you, Meena, Mike Douglas, for making it possible for me to be with you all. Also, the esteemed guests as well, and obviously Malasri and Sukrita are my good friends. Also, it's good to be with Leslie Fletcher, whom I haven't met, but I suppose, you know, if I ever visit Canada, perhaps I'll come and see you. Now, originally propagated on the 2D canvas, as the strength of chiaroscuro rests in achieving 3D depth through light and colors and creating a bright focal point in painting, it is no surprise that always inventive Meena Chopra wants to cross over to the digital art to make a work live. The added fourth dimension here is poetry, though the difference in poetry is not precipitating from the paintings, but as she says, words started finding their way into the colors and forms and became poems. In Bhagavad Gita, Dehin is separated from Prakriti. It is as if Chopra plays here with her essence of selfhood as Dehin and poetry as Prakriti. Her artistic expression is also enriched by the Prakriti of digital art. They become vehicles to this inner sanctuary of art. The whole experience for us is not the expressive aspect of the painting, but the transliteration of the outsider, that is Prakriti. The fourth dimension I mentioned is what the poet Nick Moha coins as the double ekphrasis. In these lines, Chopra puts it aptly: I am a nomad, traveling through ages. Gravity anchors me firmly to the ground. Desires view my existing karmas. What intrigues me here is that in these lines, the use of periods with the lines following without capitalization of the first word. So I wonder what was the thinking behind that. Her poems are in sub-secondary distance from the original painting. It has all the traits of Chayavad. The term Chaya appears in Upanishad, where it refers to the universe as a phenomenal reflection of transcendental reality. Chayavad reflected such mystical romanticism. Her constructs of the mythical she, conjured up in colors and lights, has been a long journey for her. And as Meena mentioned, you know, we've been friends for nearly three decades, and I have watched various paintings over the period. But with this extension of dimensions, we are in real originality, and art is at her prime. The era of Chayavad is gone, but Meera reinvents it, makes it fresh, and the contextual play the media. I'm currently reading and reviewing Nick Moha's new collection, The New Carthaginians, just published by Penguin, which offers a bridging to my thinking on Chopra's book. His collection is deeply ingrained in Jean-Michel Basquiat's technique, using that Mekoha offers a concept of poetically exploded collage. Though Chopra's art is a complete opposite of Basquiat, the priestess chimes with me in these lines from his poem, Prologue. A painting is a living space of vivid dimension and close that lets us enter it and pierces through the volume of our thoughts. It knows there are other words superimposed on our own, and as if us were reading off a diagram. In his other poem entitled 76, Mekoha wonders, when you change your course, you rotate the direction of time. This is how time behaves. When it rotates, it becomes relative, and relative in the sense of different contexts. I compare it with Chopra's line as well here from this collection. Barefoot I traverse on the ruins of time, past crumbles underneath. With this in mind, I wonder if Chopra's imaginative approach here also rotates time in her poems and works, and she walks the footsteps of Rani Rupmati in one of her poems. It makes sense to me when Mekoha also says, this in his poem entitled Flight, then I too am a new thing born of another language. I am both familiar and unfamiliar. I think Chopra achieves such paradoxes with her Chiaroscuro, because at the center of the most paintings, there is an attempt to decodify woman's selfhood. She has always attempted this in her previous body of work, but here she takes it further with other media. One example of that comes to mind is the overlaid images in her painting entitled Spectrum. In Chopra's word, she is a palette of enduring expressions across the fiery time and space. But with this body of work, you see a universe of silicon souls with algorithms, symbols of skyscrapers, leaves, snakes, helix, and variety of statements, including alpha helix as well, talking the age, and spirals with binary codes, which are quite intriguing as well, of zeros and ones. As in Basquiat, she has managed layers of meanings with own images of backdrop. Those of you who are not familiar with Basquiat's work, Basquiat also uses a background, and on those images he superimposes his own choice of new icons and images, but he has got specific range of it. And same way, I think Meena has got it as well here. So as in Basquiat, she has managed layers of meanings with own images of dewdrops, snowflakes, quill, eyes, cornea, wheels, birds, and lots of feathers and butterflies overlaid. If the paintings are buzzing with all these things, then Chopra's poems are measured in meditation and reflections. So without much ado, let's welcome the universe of Chopra's charismatic chiaroscuro as a walk through the gallery where language also has a place, as in Bakri. Congratulations, Meena. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yogesh ji. That was excellent. Oh, very well said.
Thank you.